Janice Egan is Senior Director of Development and Philanthropy at MoCA CT, but her route to Westport and the Arts Center there began at Brooks Brothers and then continued through 2 decades at Lafayette College. So what ties those experiences together is her passion for connecting people through shared values and an interest in art and culture. So Janice Egan, welcome to 06880, the podcast.
Thank you, Dan. It's such an honor and a treat to be here today and to have some time to spend with you because, as I'm sure everyone knows that's watching this, we're all big fans of Dan Woog and what he does for Westport. So it's a great opportunity. Thank you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. So let's start with MoCA. What is it? What does it do? And how does it do it?
Well, MoCA is, oddly enough, some people don't believe it, but we're going on our 60th anniversary next year.
I don't believe it.
Don't believe it. I know everyone says that. It's taken on several iterations from being the Westport Arts Center to being now what we were before, the Westport, the Museum of Contemporary Art Westport, and now we are the Museum of Contemporary Art Connecticut. What we do is quite a surprise to most people as well. We are very serious about what we do, but we offer performing arts, visual arts, education, and a program we're very excited about called MoCA Gives Back, where we partner with many in the area and beyond Westport for the underserved, and we're very proud of helping and supporting that effort as well.
So it's really multicultural.
Multicultural, yes.
And talk about where you do it. It's a pretty cool space.
Yeah, so the other surprise to it, I guess, is as much as we are an integral part of Westport, we are not downtown Westport, but we are on 19 Newtown Turnpike, which was Martha Stewart's old filming studio. We have a beautiful...
And before that...
And before that.
It was...
Well, it's been several things. It was a ball bearing company. It was a company that was owned by Boots and Company, which was military. They produced something that I think everyone's very proud of, to know, supporting America. And it was a bank and I think a private equity firm. It's taken on many different views, but the facade of the front of the building is so interestingly and architecturally designed, but the remainder of the building is not quite the same. And we really appreciate the value of the galleries that we have and the way we've been able to expand and utilize that space and the grounds around it with sculptures and cottages we use for education and a number of other things. It's been a great home now. It's a permanent home for an art museum, the only art museum truly in Westport, and we're proud of that.
Is it tough being not in downtown? Do people, are you able to get people there and have them find you?
It's been a challenge. We're trying to conquer that, and thank you being here today. We hope to continue, expanding who we are, what we are, and particularly where we're located. It's not centrally located in Westport, but it's really very close. You just have to kind of find us off of the Merritt and Wilton Road on Newtown Turnpike. But it's in a very pretty area, and we hope that people will engage more and come and see what we do.
So talk about what you do. You gave the basics, but talk about some of the specific programs that you offer.
So specific programs, we offer exhibitions approximately 3 to 4 a year, which last 3 to 4 months. And during that time, it's an exhibition currently that we have is the Todd Papa George at the beach and in the pool. It's been a tremendous welcome to many. It's supported a lot by Yale because he was a Yale professor. And the exhibition is black and white photos of the LA beaches in the 70s and the 80s.
Big photo. They're
big photos. It's really been a lot of fun. It's something that I think most enjoy seeing. But he had quite a following, students whose works are, of course, on screen in our screening room of their photography. And he had about 39 Guggenheim Award recipients whose work is on exhibition as well. So that, to give a sense, is one of our exhibitions. And through each of them, we have a course of many, many programs of Todd Papa George and Lisa Cressy from Yale and others coming to speak, a screening, community conversations where you pointed out in our brief discussion earlier, Larry Silver and Arthur Nager. They are local photographers, and that's Campo Beach and other things that represent the beaches of Connecticut. They had their work, and that was part of our community conversations and speaking. So there are events that take place through these visual exhibitions throughout the course of the year. In addition to that, we have a very robust performing arts program as well. We have the Heider Hermans International Piano Competition. Yes, which has been a real delight and joy to have these 3 semifinalists get to the stage. And they're global, and we enjoy having everyone from Westport attend, but it draws a big crowd. But that's November 15th. We have, of course, Jazz at Lincoln Center, and we have 3 performances coming up with that. Katie Georgie, who is not really Jazz at Lincoln Center, but Emmett Cohen. And we have many here in Westport that love having that piece of the musical side that we enjoy. And we also have
I've seen Mia Gentile there.
Yes. Thank you for remembering that.
Own.
Yes, exactly. So we like to engage the community, but we try to reach a little beyond to expand if we can. And I think that the East Coast Ballet, which is local as well, and they perform several times a year at MoCA, and that they have a huge following, as a matter of fact. So that's wonderful. And then we move into our education. We offer great education courses and programs for adults and of all ages. Our summer arts camp has been filled every year, and our art teachers do a tremendous job. And we're excited to demonstrate and exhibit their works, which we usually do. And the last is the MoCA Gives Back program. And we offer for all of these partners to come to MoCA, where we will give art classes, healing classes, and to try to help broaden through also training for employment and to help in those areas as well. So
Westport has been traditionally thought of as an arts community. And actually, in the 100 years or so ago, it was an arts colony.
Yes.
Some people think that we've sort of lost that. That the practicing artists are no longer here, that, we don't have all the studios. What's your take on Westport as an arts community?
Oh, wow. I think it's one of the largest and most engaged art communities that I've experienced. And there's so much talent here. I mean, and you being so involved at Staples, it's everywhere around Westport.
There are still
levels.
Working artists?
Yes. And, between journalism, art with sculpture, photography, there's a lot. And we really would, in time, like to carry out something that both Haida Hermans and Joyce Thompson, who has been big into the arts in general, but the visual arts. We would love to have residents and programs on different levels at MoCA in time. And we feel that's a broader way of reaching out to the community. But I think it's such a proud and happy, engaged arts community that I think it's only going to grow more and more.
So even with all the financial people here, and there's
Yes.
still an arts
There's
sense?
still an arts. And even though we're all kind of threatened in universities and museums with the lack of funding, I think there's enough individual and corporate support to continue and to grow in a very positive way.
Yeah, I mean, you brought it up, and there is an anti-arts element in what's happening in our country today. Funding being
Yes.
withdrawn from National Endowment for the Arts, and how does that affect you?
It definitely affects us. It's affecting everyone. But I think what's interesting to find is when you reach out and you seek support to carry out what we all know we need to nourish our whole being is art in many different forms. And we try to make our programs enriched by support from corporations, from individuals, and that's partially my job and responsibility is to continue to thrive in that area. And I think in terms of growing and prospering, it will continue.
So who supports MoCA? Is it individuals? Is it foundations, corporations? Where does your funding
It's
come from?
all of those. We don't really get a lot of funding from, of course, local. We get state funding, and we do get some federal funding, but that's been minimized. We're very blessed to have a great group of foundations that we're continuing and are continuing to support us. I have been really focusing a lot on sponsorships with corporations and individual local entrepreneurs throughout Westport, and that's been going very well. We all need and support one another, and I think that it might take a little bit of time to build up to what we were, particularly after COVID. It was a very nice giving period of time for funding,
Uh-huh.
but we'll get back to that. We
You
have a
wanna-
wonderful board as well that helps reach out and support through their networks and community as well.
You want to give a shout out to any major supporters? Or
Sure. Well, we have Design Within Reach. We have Westport Honda. We have the Delamar, Properties. Charles Mallory and, of course, William H. Pitt have been wonderful. And I guess the list could go on, but I would
Yeah.
say that, and a lot of individuals that support MoCA as well.
And what's your pitch when you go out seeking funding, either to local businesses or individuals?
To help
what do you say?
support the
Why is it
arts.
important?
It's
Why are the
important-
arts important?
Well, I think you do that in all that you do, and we appreciate as a community the way you support art on many different levels, from your photographs, from nature, from a number of things. But when you're speaking to sponsors, I think they want to know that the area in which they have their businesses and that they live thrives. They want to support art. They want to help, particularly communities that need support, which we do as well. And they want to know that we can have an exchange of networking and building each other up to make each other shine. And it's been a very positive response in that regard.
I want to go back to the giving back. Who do you give back to? How do you do it?
Well, we give back to these partners, but we have a new director of marketing and communications that we want to invest more from MoCA to help support many other causes that are doing what we do, like you. So it's very important that we all need that financial as well as the networking and the promoting of each other's organizations to continue to thrive, to do and spread the word and create that need and that peace in life that makes us happy and fulfilled, which is art.
And how about other types of art in Westport? Do you do stuff with a playhouse? Do you do stuff with a library? Is there a connection of any kind?
There's a minimal connection. We are working on that as well. I think that we would like to host something at MoCA where we could combine efforts and sort of have a symposium on how that could improve. Because I do think that is an element that we need to all work together and support each other on. And there's a lot of that already happening.
Yeah.
We just want to jump into it and to invite and be part of it as well.
And the schools?
Schools, we are involved with schools. Again, we have a new head of education at MoCA, and we have, I oversee a committee, which is the Development Advisory Committee, and several of our members are heavily involved with Greens Farms Academy, Staples, and other schools that we are trying to get into to have more of a collaboration within the arts.
And you have the student art show.
Yes,
right?
with Westpac. We are very proud of Westpac. And each of our Westpac shows and exhibitions, we do bring in all of the local schools that participate. And this last one that we had this year was really well done. And we have another one coming up in 2026 that's Art, Jazz, and the Blues with Westpac. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's really going to be combining both the visual and the musical side of it, and I hope a lot of people will come and enjoy it. And we also have this great fundraising event to help support MoCA and the arts on September 20th that we're getting a lot of support from the community to do. So we hope that everyone will go on MoCACD.org and buy a ticket and come and join us. It will be a lot of fun.
All right. So let's talk about you. Brooks Brothers, Lafayette College, MoCA. What's the career path?
What's the career path? The career path is kind of an interesting one. I think what really ties it all together, Dan, is the ability to keep the networking in communities thriving. I was into men's fashion for quite some time on a custom bespoke level.
You were designing?
No, yes and no, but no, it was really designing programs. I got involved in every aspect of it because I did also. I was the founder, along with my former husband, of a business that we had, which was everything, every component involved in it, and working in New York, working with a French company to start a division of what I did in New York as well. But I always feel that maybe my calling is bringing and networking communities and people together for what I consider to be the gift of the wonderful things we're given in life, and to make the best of those opportunities. And MoCA has been a great home and place where I'm very excited and proud and honored to be part of it and to continue to grow and to make it sustainable. And we have got the infrastructure of a wonderful board to do that with. So I think the trajectory of my past into where I am, I hope will continue to flourish for MoCA to continue to grow and become even bigger and better.
And how'd you end up here?
I ended up here through the, with Lafayette, I traveled to Connecticut quite a bit and met some nice families, but it was really our chairman of the board and president of the board, Bill and Jody Felton, that this all came together at a really fun time and brought me here.
Did you know much about the town or
Yes,
its
I
heritage?
had been involved I had been traveling to Westport and Greenwich and other areas in my travels for probably 12 years. So I knew a little bit about it, but I loved the seriousness and the surprise when we hosted, or when MoCA hosted several events for Lafayette College here at MoCA. And I was passionate at that point about what they did and how they did it because it was so deep and broad, and was thrilled to know I had this opportunity to come to MoCA and to Westport. I love being in Westport. It's wonderful.
What do you like about the town? What have you learned about it? And
I've learned that it's a very open, caring, dedicated, very talented community. And having the water and everything that kind of goes around it has been really refreshing. Yeah.
Are
It's been
you
wonderful.
are you a water person?
Yes, to a
Stella?
certain
Okay.
degree. I'm not out on the water a lot, but I'm by the water a lot. Yes, I walk a lot throughout the beaches, but primarily Westport has a very special gift of Campo Beach.
What are your go-to places? The beach and where else? Where do you hang?
Where do I hang? Oh, that's a good question. I'm kind of in my role all over the place because I enjoy getting to know more about the community. And on behalf of MoCA, I try to attend and be engaged in every aspect of things that happen here at the library, that happen at Southport locations. I attend the church Trinity there.
Sure.
But the Delamar properties, I'm there quite a bit because I think they're kind of special and unique. But every aspect of what's downtown, I do my walks here, and I love just taking in all of the water that surrounds Westport, but all the unique shops and places where I think the restaurants, there are so many. And I do have my favorites, I guess, of
Go
those
on.
as well. But
Give
I
us a
think
couple.
Reeve is one of my favorites.
On the water.
On the water again, and of course the boathouse on the Saugatuck is another favorite. Artisan, now Dandelion after this past weekend, but it's endless. It really is. There's many.
So you've been here how long?
With MoCA, I've been here a year and a half.
Okay.
Yes.
And as you look ahead, what's the future for MoCA? What are you trying to do that you haven't yet done? What would you like to do?
I think MoCA wants to continue doing what we've been doing, but being able to do it in a bigger, broader way, particularly of bringing in the community. We really would like to have more of the support of the community to know who we are and to appreciate the value of what we bring. Doing that is kind of a very in-depth, broad view of support that we need. And I think that, and as I mentioned, all of the programming that we do, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time and effort that our staff, our team, our board, and all of our committees are very engaged in. So I hope that gets bigger and broader. We'd love to have a sculpture garden. And I hope that in time we can broaden that to more outdoor events and opportunities. But I think collaborating more with what you had touched on, the local art, talent, and organizations that we have here to partner in a lot of meaningful ways.
Message to Westporters?
To please come visit us and to be engaged and support us and see what we have. And we, of course, welcome anyone's comments and feedback to help. And to thank you, Dan, for having MoCA here today and to hear what we're doing. And hopefully we'll see you a lot more there as well.
It's a great story at a very, very intriguing place.
Thank you.
So what's next? What's the next?
The next event is really our fundraiser on September 20th. Then we have community conversations and things with Todd Papageorge. We have the Haida. And we've got all of the jazz at Lincoln Center and performing arts to go. We are thrilled that we've got our acting executive director, Pamela Hovland, and we're growing our staff and we're really broadening our programs and good things to come.
Great.
Yeah.
MoCA, is it pronounced MoCA CT or MoCA Connecticut? Which do you?
Well, we would like it to be MoCA Connecticut.
Okay.
Unfortunately, everyone likes to, give these abbreviations to it. So we end up being MoCA CT, but we would prefer it to be MoCA Connecticut.
Okay, whatever you call it, check it out.
Thank you.
MoCA Connecticut on Newtown Turnpike, right off Wilton Road. And Janice Egan, thanks for letting us know all about what's going on at that very, very intriguing place.
Thank you, Dan. It was a pleasure to be here.
Thanks again.
Thank you.